Are y'all ready for this?
Hello again, how are we? I don't know what to say on this one. I've been walking around thinking what to say and how to start it and what to put in it. But we're getting somewhere, getting some funny updates anyway. So check me out on Twitter. I'll put the Twitter logo on there, everything. We'll get there. I'll just come back to say hello really, but obviously I've been thinking, well, what is there to say? This is where I give up with theme parks within the middle, bit loud. I'm sure you can hear me though. But yeah, I give up obviously because it's Hell on Earth season. We've just had that, but I think that's kind of finished now, and it'll be steady all the way now till September, and then obviously you can visit again in September because it'll be quiet. But August will be fairly busy, but nothing to write home about regarding queues. It'll be busy, but obviously not walk on, but you know what I mean. But we'll just bear with us with this one. I will get down to Thorpe Park and hopefully we can get a bit of structure on that, get back on Hyperia at the beginning of August, you know. So I'm off again then, so you might get some more updates. So despite the dungeons being closed for a new Scarefest attraction, so instead of telling you what's here now, there is a few updates, but there's not a lot, but we'll go around and we'll show you. Despite obviously not a lot to crack off, we'll actually go through the future and see what's cracking off, because hopefully, fingers crossed, because they've not done them silly 2 events that they normally want to cram in for no reason at the beginning of the year, you know, Mardi Gras and Festival of Thrills or whatever. You know, so they didn't do that. The money, obviously, but they've got no choice, have they? Because they can't put anything in the towers anymore. So they are obviously putting these new flat areas, permanent tents. So hopefully they've got the investment to obviously build on that. But we'll have to see how this goes. Obviously, Fright Nights has just been released, hasn't it? All Fright Nights and all that. Obviously, it'd be interesting to see if Alton Towers goes again for a constant pass like they did. £100, £99 for 3 till 6, I think. It must have worked last year because they brought that back last year. But here, obviously, some of the geeks, it ruined it, you see, because they did do it here, but it was a bit cheap, about £50, 30 then 50, for like an unlimited go for the whole duration. But obviously, subject to availability, if they were really busy, then they could tell you to go. But what people were doing is riding them again, you know, going through the mazes again and again and again, saying there's an actor there, actor there, actor there. And it spoiled it for the actors. So I don't know how Thorpe did it, but obviously it is only a select few hours before they get busy, which I think's right. Allow, you know, pay one price for the whole event, and then allow people, fans that want to go through them, give the actors something to do while it's quiet, and then you know, why not? So yeah, looking forward to Scarefest, see what we've got, because obviously we've got something, you know, despite it being closed, like I say, somebody's decided to light the fire, which was quite nice, If you're going to go for that one, put that one on as well, will you? Or just turn them both off, because it's not really needed, is it? But no, that's another. That made me laugh. That's gone on Twitter, you know. So nice to see it burning away merrily, keeping the atmosphere when something's closed. But and I know it's not quite hidden, is it? But it's still, you know, you can still see it. But either put the other one on or turn them both off. But it's just a joke, you know. That's all my content is. It's just a constant joke, you know. So yeah. So we'll walk you around. That's been a 4-minute clip. try not to get a waffle warning in this one, but we have now got a new warning. So we'll head over down to Rita. Again, it's closed. Not great on operations. So I've obviously been to most areas already. Nemesis. I don't like all these signs regarding the ERT. It's everywhere. All the ERT signs when you walk in, it's like, you know, you can't do this, you can't do that unless you're a hotel guest until 10 o'clock. You're not allowed, you know. But there's a lot of signage, obviously saying that you're not allowed access to these areas. You're not allowed anywhere really. You're only allowed on the main lawns and the bottom area this end. But you know, Haunted Hollow and everything, it's all blocked off. You can't go down there. So before it becomes a waffle warning, but we've now got, like I say, a new warning. It's a wobbly warning on the new Rita TV screens, and we'll go down there and have a look now. I've already filmed it, so I might chuck that in now for you. So go down there. Obviously, we'll pass Hex. I'll get you that. We've got to get that in there, haven't we? We have had the update, haven't we? Which was quite in depth, to be fair. But I do hope they've listened to the feedback. I'll need to put the clip in. That silly effect, you know, that spark generator. I do hope they put a board on it or something. But we'll talk about that when we're at Hex, because obviously it was quite in depth. To be fair, they didn't need to go into that much depth. But on that note, like I say, 5-minute clip around here, and we'll just show you around, and I'll talk rubbish. Hopefully not for an hour, because I don't think you want to be watching me for an hour, do you? Just try and keep it short and sweet. But we'll go and have a look at that TV and get you a clip of Rita, and then I can chuck that video in that I've already done. So why not? And on that note, see you in a bit. Tra. See you in a bit. Tra. There you go. So I've just put the clip in for you. I'll put it in for you. There you go. There's your TV. Another one a bit further up. So I'll put the clip in. It's not great. It isn't as bad. You know, the clip that you see, there's a big line across it. That's just the way it's been filmed, because I can't get close enough to it. It isn't like that normally, obviously. So yeah, there's your new film. See, they don't have to do these little things, but they have done. You know, that's took a night out to get that film, that has. So yeah, so there you go. They've done that, and you've either had the clip or it's going to come now. But I'll probably put it in before. There you go. And that's the new TV screens, loading instructions here on Rita. There you go. It's about to launch. There you go. Sorted. It's nothing like stealth though, is it? There you go. Yeah. Not a patch on stealth, is it? So yeah, but there might be a small chance that we can get another one. Not this, it's a launch coaster, but it is a launch coaster, isn't it? But we might get to Florida. Might be a small chance. November, if so, I might do November. If I don't do November, maybe January. But we'll see. We will see. So, but don't get your hopes up yet. So on that note, that's Rita for you with its new TV screens. Ta-ra. And also something that I love them to bring back is Thunder Rock Rally Radio. Somehow, you know, how it can you know, because, you know what I mean? So at the moment, I think this area is very depressing. You know, this is just some feedback. It's been depressing since it went. So if they could have a refresh of the area, still call it maybe the Dark Forest, or probably all bin it off really if you can. But then try and, as if the radio's trying to come back and something, the forest is like going, but then have some form of audio like stealth. Just literally some area like Tidal Wave and Stealth that's a bit more jolly. You know, obviously you can go to CBeebies Land, but it's not aimed for us, is it? So just something that's a bit more jolly. You know, because if you walk around the areas, you just go, Nemesis is down. You know, it's, you know, military, dark and depressing. Dark Forest, dark's in the name, isn't it? Oblivion, mysterious, unknown, still not happy, is it? So all these areas, you come to Alton Towers to have a good day out, and all the areas are pretty miserable. And, you know, oh, I think we need to open the extension, please. Can we have an extension opening? It's been shut. A lot's been shut today, early on, or not ready. Opened and then closed again. So, but yeah, that's just one of my thoughts. They should never have binned off the audio. Just every so often, just have some tracks. I know it might not sound great, but at least it's jolly. Trying to, you know, the forest is trying to get away. You know, the obviously, you know, trying to get back, so the forest isn't taking over fully. You know, so that's my view anyway. Just to keep it a bit more jolly, because that's my personal view at the moment. I tried to have a good time. I think we need it open now. Can we have the extension open, please? Thank you very much. But yeah, no, I just think all the areas are run down. And obviously, yes, you got Swarm, haven't you, at Thorpe Park. But there's areas that are happy, so it's not as bad. So yeah, that's just my 2 minute pence worth of Thunder Rock Rally Radio, which used to be very good down here, but there's just no need to come down here anymore. It does need ripping out there and re-theming totally, to be fair. And on that note, be back in a bit.
Vault sealed for 2 centuries.
So here we are, the story of Hex, Legend of the Towers. A vault sealed for 2 centuries, and it still is. Yes, they've since done that update, and obviously there's a spark generator. If I remember, I'll put a little picture of that. I'll try and get the picture in there. And I did comment, if you saw me Twitter, you will have seen that. I know people don't want spoilers, but I think they need to turn that down a bit, hide it, and it could work, but the way it was then in that clip, it was like just shooting out of nowhere. It needs to come out of the generator, not just by it, where that's been plonked. It's like, yes, it's good in theory, but no. Good in theory, but in practice, no. So it needs to be turned down a bit. And because, I mean, compared to what it did before, it was only like a little grinder, that little spark that come out, and then it's like 20 years later you put a spark generator in. No, it doesn't. No. So I don't know what other people think. Comment below what you think if you did see it. I know people don't want spoilers and stuff, but yeah, that's Hex for you. So I've either played the clip. I might play the clip, put it before and after, just to a double one, just to keep the joke going. To be fair, so yeah. Because it's still a vault sealed for 2 centuries. When will it open? They say it's autumn now. But if you read into that video that they put out at the start of the season, in the order that it stated everything, it's going to be about Scarefest time before the damn thing opens. So yeah. So to me, I know it wasn't planned ever to be at Scarefest, But the way it's going, it will be at Scarefest that this thing opens. So there you go, a vault sealed for 2 centuries. Draw!
A vault sealed for 2 centuries.
Hello again, how are you? Isn't it weird how like 20 years has passed when this was built in like 2002? I couldn't give 2 monkeys about it now. You know, as of, 20 years has gone past. Obviously the budget didn't stretch to lighting on that, it's flat now. Just when it was rebuilt, it's just flat look and just a board. No lighting anymore, obviously when the storm just rotted away, so yeah, no lighting. Budget didn't stretch to that. But yeah, no, obviously this was built in 2002. Obviously they wrecked it with the VR with Galactica and all that. It'd still be air to me, so but yeah, obviously going through the 20 years, over 20 years into just slightly over. Yeah, really couldn't give 2 monkeys. Even with the ones Manta, not Man. Is it Manta? Yes, it is Manta. Manta at SeaWorld. That, I mean, if you're going to use this type of coaster, this is the layout you want. Obviously, the pretzel loop on Manta's a bit too forceful. These type of rides shouldn't be thrilling, in my opinion. This is quite a good layout we got for the coaster, but obviously, novelty's worn off over the 20 years, and they couldn't give 2 monkeys. Same really with Nemesis. She's not very well today. Not very well at all. They're playing about with something at the back of the station, just on the track. So yeah, Project Ocean is going up quite well. Got the 2 pillars up anyway, so it's progressing rapidly. So yeah, it's just I suppose it's your preference, isn't it? When you've done it that long, your own type of ride, I just couldn't be bothered with. There you go. Oh, look at that. Well, I'm getting a pro at this, aren't I now? It helps if you know the ride layout, doesn't it? But yeah, no. Little things like that, your novelty. I like my novelty rides, obviously. But yeah. But when you've done them to death, when they opened, it's not. I'm not interested. It just takes forever. So yeah. Oh, it is actually a working site today. They're doing something. It's actually moving. They've got the crane in. So it's rapidly. We've got the 2 pillars. There's 1 pillar. There's that, and then there'll be something else on that to make it like an arch, and you can walk through that. So yeah, be interesting to see what it actually is. Which there's obviously rumours, but if it's a Talakan type thing, I mean, I don't know whether you saw what Talakan did. Obviously, Ripsaw did the same years ago. It's always that they break occasionally, and obviously they got them down, and then they have to fix it, don't they? Still broken now, still closed. So yeah. But I still don't think this is going to open this year. I think it'd be silly for them to open it this year. I don't know why. I just think it would be better for them to leave it and then open it in March. So that's just my opinion. Please don't climb. So yeah, so you can't see. Please don't climb. But yeah, I just don't think it'll open this year. That's just my personal opinion. But obviously, it's only 15 weeks, gives you till about August time. So yeah, I still don't think it will, but you never know. You might do. So on that note, 4-minute clip. See you in a bit. So again, that's it. That's your lot, really. So just a quick one, hopefully. So not too long. And I shall see you again at Thor Park in the not too distant future. About 2 to 3 weeks, I think it is, if that. Might not even be that. So yeah, here from Alton Towers. It's quite a warm day, but there's no sun. So it's quite mild. It's a bit muggy, but all that's nice. So it's quite hot, but yeah. Not that busy, to be fair. Not for July anyway, but obviously the school trips are finished now. So I had about a few weeks off, and now I'm back for you. Give it 2 weeks, and I'll be back down south, and we'll get some more goes on Alperia. And get you all that, see what's cracked off at the old Thor Park. So on that note, catch you in a bit. Ta-ra! See you in a bit. Ta-ra! Follow me on Twitter. I'll put all that in. Twitter, TikTok, but don't worry about that. That's occasional only. But mainly Twitter, which I'll put in there for you. On that note, see you in a bit. Ta-ra! Ta-ra! Thanks for watching. Ta-ra.